Now, just before Christmas time, a major safety boost came in for the Queensland trucking industry. The Road Safety Remuneration Tribunals ruled on minimum safe rates for owner drivers. And given the road toll, anything that makes any driver on our roads safer has got to be a good thing for everyone. Peter Biagini is Branch Secretary of the Transport Workers Union in Queensland. Peter, good morning.
Good morning, Kerry. How are you this morning?
Well, thanks. Before we look at the decision, take me back over the Christmas-New Year period. What was it like in terms of the toll and any truck crashes?
Well, again, it was another one of those holiday periods where there was quite a few accidents relating to heavy vehicles and light vehicles, and what we believe that this new legislation that's been passed is going to certainly take a lot of pressure off the trucking industry, which will reduce the number of incidents on the highways.
What was it like last year in terms of deaths from truck-related crashes?
Well, I haven't got the official figures through until another few weeks yet, but I understand it's still up in the couple of hundred, which is totally unacceptable.
Describe to us the sort of pressures, especially owner drivers face in doing their job safely.
Well, in the retail industry, you have major clients like the Coles, Woolworths, Aldi, all those big retail sectors that constantly put out their work out to contract, and transport companies got a tender for that, and the rates are pushed so low that quite often they can't afford to put company employees in it because they got to pay them for all the time spent working, so they put subcontractors in, which means they don't have to pay them for sitting around waiting for load or unloading, all that type of thing, which means a lot of unpaid time, which means a lot of pressure on them to try and get the job done quicker up and down the highway, which relates to accidents.
Right, so that, in practical terms, it might mean a truck driver won't rest for a required amount to clear their head, to get rid of the tiredness, that they might just keep going and going and going.
That's right. What it also means is they might turn up at a DC and to unload. It might take 2-3 hours in a queue to wait, and by the time they get unload, half their day's gone, and they haven't been paid for it, so they've got to try and recover that lost time.
So, Peter, can you explain what the Tribunal's draft ruling covers that you hope is going to mean safer conditions for owner drivers?
Well, it's the first time ever these sort of orders have been set down, and they are enforceable, and really relates to the supermarket chain in relation to local and long-distance work. What this means that paid for all time spent providing transport services has to be paid now.
Right. So that will take the time pressure off drivers, knowing that they will be paid whether or not they're actually on the road.
That's right. And it's what it really relates to also is that it's up to the supply chain, being the suppliers like the Coles, Woolworths and all those companies, that can no longer turn a blind eye and say, oh, we don't have drivers, we don't own trucks. They're all contracted out. They are now got responsibility to do audits and make sure that the contractors they engage are providing proper safe rates as well as all paid time.
Peter, in the meantime, what can other road users, I'm thinking families who were probably returning home from holidays this week, what can they do to make themselves a bit safer when sharing the roads with the trucks?
Well, always be mindful. These are large vehicles that need time to stop. So don't pass them, cut in front of them. Just give them the courtesy, and as well as them giving drivers with caravans, it's about all road users having a bit of courtesy and respect for each other, and understand we all got to share the roads so we can all get home safely after the holidays.
Okay, and let's hope these minimum safe rates for owner drivers is going to make a big difference to those road crash statistics in the next 12 months.
Well, all the proof over all the inquiries over the last 20 years have all pointed to remuneration for the pressure puts on this, and now this legislation there. I'm feeling very confident that this will make the roads safer and will also make the industry more professional.
Peter, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you.
That's Peter Biagini. He's there from the Transport Workers Union discussing a draft deal ruling from the Road Safety Remuneration Tribunal on minimum safe rates for owner drivers.